take it away.
All right. It was a great win. Again, just another great crowd. Awesome. Another sellout in the Valley. Really appreciate, just the tremendous support from our fans. I know noon games can be hard to get to, and a lot of them travel for a long way. So I really appreciate that, and really cool to be a part of the 800th win. I mean, that's kind of, just right place, right time, to be a part of something like that. And to be only the 14th FBS program to ever do that, that's a pretty cool moment to be a part of something like that. So that's awesome, and a great way for us to start conference play against a team, that hadn't lost a conference game yet. Obviously, they're just getting going too, so it's a great start for us. I think we continue to take good steps. I see us building momentum, and momentum is a powerful thing, whether you build it in the game or you build it within the course of your season, because that leads to confidence and belief. And you need confidence, you need belief to win at the highest level. So a lot of good things from that standpoint. For sure, we just, got to keep going, man. It's fun to see them grow, and a lot of guys really blossoming right before our eyes. So just got to stay the course, reset each week, keep building those championship habits, and just keep attacking each day. A lot of good stuff in the game, and defensively only 7 points at the half. Was awesome. 3 turnovers. Scored on defense. That was awesome. Good to see us find the ball. Had a couple penalties out there where we're just not finding the ball, and all of a sudden we got a better chance to intercept it when you find the ball. And that was a great play by Ashton. Good to see that. And won the turnover margin again, +3 there. We're doing a much better job to this point in taking care of the ball. So that's a huge thing. And then, career high TJ Parker today. He caused the fumble. Had 2 sacks. So really good game for him, especially with Peter being out. And then, Sammy had another good day. He's getting an opportunity to really play a lot. He's one of those guys that's taking full advantage of it. Because one positive is you get these huge leads, and I think he told me that's like the first time in forever to have a 28-point lead in the first quarter in college football in a long time, maybe 20 years or so. But the flip side of that, you get these big leads, and if I leave T.J. Parker in there and he gets hurt, that's going to be a bad press conference, because Chappell's going to be, why don't you leave T.J. Parker in there? And and it's a bad day. So it's frustrating, because now you got to put some guys out there, because they're not subbing their guys, right? It doesn't work that way. The thing is, guys get exposed. Again, you're getting a chance to play guys a lot more. But one of those guys, Sammy Brown, is taking advantage of it. It's good for him. It's good to see him make some plays. Again, flip side of it is you destroy your stats, because they don't let you come back at the end of the year and say, okay, here's our stats when the good guys were in. Here's our stat. It doesn't work that way. But offense, you can sub and you can punt. Defense, you give up points. But you got to let guys play. And so we got some work to do there. But, man, I'm really proud of those guys. I mean, 7 points at the half was a great job. They did creating those turnovers was awesome. Really proud of Cade Denhoff. Really stepped up for us. And Hoffler, you keep noticing him, wreaking havoc, and Jaheim, and those young guys getting out there. So a lot of good things happening. Special teams made another kick. So continue to do a good job. Had a big punt return. I always talk about complimentary football right before the half. We had the stop on D. We got the big punt return, and then we get points. And so it was Garrett was like, I think we need to kick it. There's 6 seconds. I went, Garrett, we won the national championship with 6 seconds on the clock. We gonna run a play. Yeah, I've been there, done that. Well, I think we had 2 seconds left this time. So, but anyway, it's fun to just put all 3 phases together. And again, special teams doing some good stuff. Got good to see Jack Smith get in there and get some opportunity. And then offensively, just back-to-back games, these guys are just growing up. And, almost 8 yards of play. And our offense, our first offense and our last 2 halves have scored 15 out of 16 drives. And 14 of those have been touchdowns. That's preparation. That's quarterback play. That's your offensive line. And we're lots of guys are making explosive plays. And it's fun to see. These guys are having, and anybody can go off on any given day. We got a lot of guys that can step in and can make plays for us, and that's really bodes well for us as we move forward. But another great day for Cade. Just continues to just grow up. I mean, he's made some great throws, some beautiful throws, and he's making great plays with his legs. He's managing the game. We're not having sacks. We didn't have any sacks again today. I know we had the one that was on CB. 3rd and 10. That was all coverage. You just got to throw the ball away right there. Shouldn't have been a sack. But just again, really, really nice job. Maffa, back-to-back 100-yard games. I mean, Adam Randall, awesome. And what you don't know about Adam Randall is he broke his foot last Monday. He's got a little stress fracture in his toe, and but he really wanted to play this game. So we've known since last Monday that this Monday we got to put a screw in his toe. So he'll be out for at least a couple of ball games, and we'll see. He's always been a great healer, but we'll see where he is. Obviously, we got who we got? We got Stanford, Florida State, Wake. We got like 4 games and an open date. I think his hope is to be back for Virginia, but if not, certainly by the open date. But yeah, I mean, he had a great day out there, and was out there playing with a I guess technically a broken toe, but a little stress fracture in it. So we're going to be missing him for a few ball games. So I hate that for him, but awesome to see him play the way he did. Antonio, another great game. Italian Stallion had a couple of nice, great plays. And Stellato, Jay Haynes, just continues to improve and get better. It was a great run on the draw to go push that thing in the end zone. Brenny went over 1,000 yards today, continues to have really good production. Again, only a couple halves of ball. TJ, another big play, 40-yarder, 10 different guys and catching balls and 6 different guys scoring touchdowns. So just, really awesome performance by those guys against a tough defense. So a really good game, a good opportunity for us to continue to grow. And, we'll be back right here next week. And, with another night game and a great opportunity against another undefeated team within our league, coming off a big win at Syracuse last night with Stanford. So look forward to that.
Coach, I think at halftime you held them to 1.8 yards per rush with a freshman quarterback making his first start today in Death Valley. Was the plan to make the quarterback have to beat you?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We wanted to make sure that we affected him. And we were able to do that, but you got to. Everything starts with stopping the run against NC State. Good backs, good offensive line, and we settled in, did a nice job. We really did. So, we got after the quarterback. Again, we created some issues. Obviously, turned them over. That was huge. Early in the game to get that first turnover with TJ and Denhoff. So it was a great job by that first group.
They take pride in their defense over there. To get that many yards and points against them, what can that do for you going forward?
Well, again, our guys they're confident. They're becoming confident, and when you have a lot of confidence, you that feeds your belief that, hey, you can score anytime, and you just start playing within rhythm, and it's been fun to see. And we're making the routine plays. We're making great plays. We're making explosive plays. Our quarterback is just really playing at a high level right now. Really proud of him, and he deserves it. He's put a lot of work in, and it's good to see him grow and mature from last year. And it's great to see Maffa. He's a load. He is an absolute load. And then just everybody, when you got so many guys that can make plays, and again at any time somebody could from week to week. Be the guy and have a lot of production. And I think when we've been at our best around here, that's how it's been.
Dabo, is there a chance Peter Woods and Tyler Brown may get to play next week?
Yeah, I think there's a good chance.
Did that off-schedule play Cade made on the touchdown to Antonio sort of sum up what he did?
Yeah, I think that's the difference in this year and last year. Like, Brenny came off the guy right there, and so now you got a guy that's right in your face. But I think the biggest thing you see in that is he's he's not letting the game speed him up. You know, I thought last year there was times that the game sped him up. And what he's done this year is he's practicing every day, every period, every rep is he's really kind of bought into. It's a game rep. And so then when you get to the game, you don't have to do anything different. You know, and I think that's really helped him. But and then just experience. That was a great example. I mean, here's a situation where just, you know, that situation, here's an unblocked guy, didn't speed him up. He just reacted, you know, and just extended the play and then made a great throw, and Antonio made a great catch, you know, down the sideline. So, you know, scramble drill is a big part of what we do. And, you know, some of the biggest plays you see in football come from scramble drill. So we practice that, we work on that. You know, just that's a good example of him just really being poised and in command. They had another one, you know, where last year he probably would have tried to force it. You know, they're playing drop 8, and he used his legs a couple of times today to create first downs. And, you know, rush lane set, a lot of coverage, and he just, you know, because he can really run. Y'all saw that. And so, you know, he's gaining confidence there, and I think he'll continue to get better and better as he you know, keeps managing the game. But, man, this kid can throw the football. I mean, he can really rip it, and he's accurate. And that throw he threw to Antonio was on the money. And so it's fun. It's fun, you know. Just again, it all starts with your quarterback, and you got to have a guy that can really play at a high level there. And you know, he's really developing. After 3 games, he's getting better and better each week. And that's what you want to see. And then, man, our credit to our offensive line. Those guys are playing tough and physical. And you know, NC State, we didn't do a good job on those guys last year, especially picking up all the movement. Did a great job with that today.
So Wesco was on a bike there. Is he okay?
Yeah, he just got a little banged up upper body, but he'll be all right.
How about Jake?
He'll be fine too. He'll be all right. He just got a little shook up.
Cade's run was the longest since Trevor's back in Phoenix. Who do you think wins that race between the two of them?
Ooh, I'd probably go with Cade. You know, Cade was a 200-meter guy. He was a sprinter. I mean, he can. I'd like to see it. That'd be a good one if you can get that one scheduled. I'd like to see it. I think it probably depends on who's chasing you too. You know, Trevor was running for his life on that one. So. It was, but both those guys can really run. And again, that's an area where I think last year, you know, Cade he just, you know, almost would hyperventilate when he would run. And now he's just got a lot of poise to him, and that's just growth and experience.
Coach, going into the season, a lot of the national rhetoric about your offense was the receivers and the lack of explosive plays last year. But, you know, last year, this time of year, Antonio Williams was out for the year, Cole Turner was out for the year, Bo Collins went down later in the season. Really, the last 3 years, you've been decimated at wide receiver with injuries. Is that more the difference that, you know, knock on wood, you got your guys healthy this season? Yeah, TJ, the 2 freshmen have burst onto the scene, but, you know, guys like Antonio, Adam Randall, Cole Turner, still out there.
You saw Cole, that dude can run. Looked like Forrest Gump running out there, didn't he? I mean, that dude can fly. I mean, he can. He's the fastest dude on the team. He can flat out go. And that was his, I think, 7th ever college football game. Yeah, he and Antonio by game 3 were done last year. And so, you know, these are guys that you go into the summer practicing with, and now they're out, and you're a first-year starter, and, you know, you're trying to get continuity with guys. And he didn't practice with Stellato at all because he wasn't available in the summer or fall camp. And Tyler Brown was a freshman and didn't get here till the summer. So, you know, yeah, I mean, we've got good depth there. We've got a lot of guys that we can play, and we're just more experienced, and we're growing up right there. Grish has done a great job with that group, man. I mean, it's fun to see Adam. Again, I know he's going to probably be out a couple games, but he's playing with a lot of confidence. He's really preparing great. Cole has really bounced back too. You know, obviously he didn't have a good first game, but you know, he's going to be a really good player for us. Stellato, just tough, gritty. You know, he's a dirtbag out there, man. That guy loves to play, and you know, he's one of them kids that can make plays. You know, with Tyler Brown, hopefully he'll be back this week. You know, he's just kind of off the radar right now, but he's pretty good. Antonio is, he's the best player we got because he's the most complete player. I mean, he's just savvy, playing it with really, really fast with a ton of confidence and, just making plays. And then you throw in a couple of them freshmen. It's fun to watch. And obviously Wesco got banged up today, but he and TJ Moore, they're going to be a problem, and they're going to be around here for a while. So I'm really excited about our group and our tight ends. I think you're going to continue. There's only one ball, so sometimes y'all ask me, well, how come this guy don't get the ball? Well, we got one ball, and we've been explosive. We're scoring fast, and so it kind of limits some drives. But man, kids are having fun. They want to win, and they all know they're going to have their opportunity. Most of the stuff we're doing these last couple of games has been in the first half, and that's a credit again to the players and the coaches and great preparation.
You mentioned Cole's touchdown. Looked like TJ Moore sealed off that block to get there
He
for
did.
about 15, 20 yards.
Yeah.
Asked Antonio about it. How impressive is that to see a true freshman like TJ?
Yeah, something that we try to take a lot of pride in. Big plays in the run game come, with guys blocking downfield. And we've had a few of those this year already, so the guys have bought into that. Really proud of TJ, and Olsen did a great job on that play as well, not holding on the play. So that was great coming out of a timeout or coming out of a little break. I can't remember if it was a timeout or an injury or whatever, but coming off the sideline and out of the huddle, and we pop a reverse on them in the red zone. That was awesome. Versus cover zero blitz. I mean, that was one of them. You just. Did we run it? Let's run it. Hold on to your hat, and it went our way.
Coach, you had 28 points in the first quarter, including 2 defensive turnovers. Were even you a little surprised with that, how fast the start got off to?
Not really. I mean, these kids have practiced, man. I mean, what I've seen in practice, their focus, their preparation, their intensity. I mean, these guys, this is a talented group, and I've seen this coming with this group, and they're going to continue to we're going to have some tight games down the stretch along the way, but this group is going to continue to improve. I mean, they take a lot of pride. We need a little bit of luck, from a health standpoint with some few key guys to stay healthy. That's always part of it, but I'm not surprised at all. Because they have really, really prepared at a high level.
Is this the best you've seen from your number one, in terms of?
It's the best any of us have seen in a while. Y'all write about it all the time, so it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, they've been explosive, and these last 3 years again we've been good and won the league 2 years ago, but we haven't been. As explosive as we need to be. And, you got to have great quarterback play. You got to be connected up front, and players got to make plays. But sometimes you can have some bad luck too with the guys that you expect to be out there. They're not out there.
Next season will be the first time that you guys will not play NC State in the regular season in over 50 years. What does the rivalry mean to the program, and will it be tough not playing the Wolfpack every year?
Well, we got that trophy back. So we get to hang on to it for a while. So I'm excited about that. And, I didn't even know that. Whoever, one of y'all asked me this week at the press conference, I didn't even know that. I thought we played them every year, but I guess not. So, it is what it is. We got people coming from California to play in the Atlantic Coast Conference, right? So, I don't know. Anything can happen, right? So I'm just focused on whoever they put on the schedule. We'll get ready to play. But, I got a lot of respect for NC State, great program, and, just went our way today. We've had a lot of tough battles with them for sure, but today was our day.
Yeah, along those lines, is there any challenge this week getting your guys to say, okay, we're playing Stanford and it's a conference game?
No, not at all. Because it is a conference game. No challenge at all, especially when you turn the tape on. They went to Syracuse and won last night. I've been there on Friday night. That's a hard place to win. I know what that's like, and that was a huge win. I got to see the whole fourth quarter. And that receiver they got, that guy's a dude. Quarterback played well. Back, they look like they're pretty good up front offensively. You know, I'll know a lot more about them tomorrow night, but that was an impressive win. And so, yeah, it's kind of crazy. I mean, I think their truck's coming down from here, and I think we're going to do some of their laundry. There you go, 2024. So, a lot going on, but we'll be excited, man. Night game in the Valley, another home game. We don't get many. We got five more of these days, I think, and next week will be one of them. So, man, you got to be. If you're going to have a great team, you got to win at home. It's just that simple. You got to learn it. You got to win at home, and then you got to have the confidence and the belief to go win on the road. So that's next. I'm sorry.